Hello and welcome to Love and Money Talk. My name is Aisha Yusufu. It's Friday, and of course, what do we do on Fridays? It's all about love. And Mondays, remember, it's about money. So, Love and Money Talk, there are two branches of it. On Monday, I talk about money. On Fridays, I talk about love. And today, the question is love enough in a relationship? What do you think? Anyway, let me get your comments below. And of course, if you want me to talk about anything, just drop it in a comment and I'll do a video about that. But let's dive into the question. Is love enough in a relationship? Personally, I don't think so. I think somehow to an extent, love is overrated in a way. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely necessary. I mean, the beauty, that feeling you have, when you're with your loved one, there's that thing. But then, it's not that it's the only thing that it's needed. Without love, you can actually have an amazing relationship without all of that fluttering, that feeling you have in your tummy, that looking at somebody and then you light up, the passion, most especially, the passion that comes with it and everything. But then, it's not enough. And that's a mistake a lot of people make. I always say that it's likeness. I don't know how to put whether to put it as liking or likeness. Liking somebody in a relationship is much more important than loving somebody. That's why sometimes you have people who are very passionate. They love each other, but they can't stay together. They're always fighting. And then they go away. They can't do without it. They come back again. And you're wondering what's going on. There's that love, but there's no liking. So you don't like the other person. You're irritated by what they do. You don't like the things they do. You easily get angry, and then you go off. So these are some of the things that are always happening. And so I've written down some things that I'm going to go through. And then one of them, of course, is friendship. Friendship is very important in a relationship. Tolerance is important. Acceptance, values. People don't think about values, but values are so important. Things like commitment, attitude towards money. A lot of relationships, a lot of marriages have been broken up because of different attitudes towards money. People don't think that the financial aspect of their relationship is very important, but it is very, very important. And when you're talking about people going out and cheating and all of that, people don't think about the financial kind of cheating that happens in relationship. But over time, we come to talk about those things. So values, tolerance, commitment. How committed are you to a relationship is what matters. Your ability to want to do for the other one, to want to make your partner happy, and your partner also working so hard to make you happy. Those things, honestly, they're amazing. You can't even beat that. It's something so let me dive in and just start from the top here that I have. Friendship is very important. You need to be friends. The person you're in a relationship with, you need to be friends with each other. You need to be able to sit down and just gist over nothing. You need to be able to sit without talking and spend hours together and just be comfortable in each other's presence and in each other's relationship. You need to have somebody that the first thing you're talking, I have this gist I need to share. Oh, hello, sweetheart, I have this gist. Oh, I need to hear those are the kind of things. So it's very important that you're friends also. This is something that it's really, really key. At somebody that you can gist with, you can fight with without feeling anything. If you're angry, you show your true self, who you are. If you're happy, the person, you show your happiness. If you're sad, the person knows, you show your sadness. If you're not angry, if there's something that has been done that you don't like, you're capable of coming out to say, look, guy, this one you messed up, I don't like it. Or babe, no, you messed up on this one. So you need to be friends with that person. So love alone is not just enough in a relationship. You also have to be friends. Like I said earlier, you also have to like each other. You also have to like who the person is. Let me give you an example. When at the place I met my husband and I fell in love with my husband, there was another guy who had seen me, and of course he liked me. He was coming, he was toasting me, and I look at him and like, oh my goodness, this one, look at his nose, God forgive me. that was my thought. I'm like, look at his nose. How am I going to show my friend that this one? He was a medical doctor and everything. I didn't like him. I just didn't like him. Now, and when you don't like somebody, you'll be picking fault. You'll be looking for things to pick. But guess what? The man I fell in love with has a bigger nose than his. I didn't see that one because I was in love with him. I liked him and I liked his ways and everything. So it didn't matter. So for me, that thing, yes, love is important, but over the time, I've been married for 26 no, sorry, 23 years. I've been married for 23 years. We met in 1996, December 13th was the first time I saw my husband. I fell in love with him. Just love at first sight for me. It wasn't love at first sight for him. So that's something. So, but when you like somebody, anything, you don't even say anything wrong in that person's thing. Some people are like, I do like this person. This person is like this person is doing this. But because there's that likeness, you like the person. Apart from loving the person, you also like the person. So you don't see these things that every other person is seeing at all. So it's very important to like somebody. If you don't like somebody, you'll be picking different. See the way he's wearing his shoes. See the way she's doing master. See the way she's walking. See the way she's eating. You always be seeing this. See the way. See the way. See the way. See the way. But if there's that likeness, you don't see this. The values. Many people don't look at values are so important. There's, in short, as far as I'm concerned, they're more important than liking and loving. Values. Your values must align. You must have the same kind of values, the way you treat people, the things you do, the kind of integrity. What is your attitude? If you have somebody like, oh, I don't want to cheat, you have somebody who cheats, it's going to be a major problem. That relationship, even if it's not, and one of the things that people need to understand, relationship is not about how long it is, it's about how happy both of you are in it. You see, there are people who have left, who have been married for 40 years. It's 40 years of hell. It's not worth it. So when some people are saying, oh yeah, our parents did, no, that was our parents, so they were ready to tolerate a lot of things, and we, this generation, we are not ready to tolerate, and especially our children's generation, they are not. And so they want that happiness and be able to live together. So values are very important. How do you look at issue? From what perspectives do you see things? Are you the kind of person that your values are like, everybody can do their own thing, or you do your own thing? Tolerance, you're able to tolerate people. So values are very important. What are things that are important to you? I know describing values is not something that you can just, it's a whole video on its own if you're going to describe it, but you know what I mean. So those values inherently, look for a person that you share the same values to, whether good or bad. That's the thing. So if you have the same values, you'll be able to have a kind of relationship. But if you don't, there will always be an underlying anger. You can't even meet, because you'll be angry at each other, you'll be irritated at each other, and so many other things. Then the other thing I'm going to talk about also is tolerance. Tolerance is key in a relationship. Your ability to tolerate and not be bothered about what the other person is doing. One of the things for me, basically, I always say is the fact that, look, you're you, I am me. I can't change you, you can't change me. Do your thing, let me do my thing. That's the way I've gone about life. And even for me, I have that capacity to be tolerant and non-judgmental. I think it's one of the qualities that I do have. Many people are like, how are you able to stay with it? But I'm like, what's my business? It's a person's life now. They are doing what they want to do. Me, I'm doing what I want to do. How is that anything? It's none of my business. Because even, yes, my religion forbids certain things. It's my religion. It's not the person's religion. Even if it's the person's religion, I want to follow it. The person doesn't want to follow it because it's their business. It's my business. Because the way I always look at it is that, what if the person is telling me to come and do what they are doing? Will I do it? The fact that I'm not going to do what they are doing, so that means they too don't have to do what I'm doing. So I do my do, they do their do. It's a doing something. Like, I love these little kids that did one video one time, and they were talking about day your day, make a day my day. It's a day something. For me, that's the thing about life. And I think in relationship also it matters. So there's that tolerance. I'm not, what is it that you're doing? It's your life. This is who you are. And understanding that we're all different people and we come from different backgrounds. And when we meet, we have to understand that our upbringing, our thoughts, the way we do things is going to be different from the other person's own. And it's just a matter of tolerating it, because the way I have a right to do something is the way the other has a right to do something. A few days ago, my daughter sent in something to our family WhatsApp group, and then she was like, it's so strange how your family and but your parents are total strangers. And I remember I laughed and I replied. I said, of course, strangers, how did I put it? Oh, I can't remember that. And I'm using the video to film. If not, I would have checked what I say. I said something like, "Oh, brought together by love and made relatives by marriage," something of that nature. And she was like, "Oh, yeah, true," because that's the way it is. You're total strangers. You don't know each other. So there has to be that tolerance and acceptance. And for me, it worked with me. Even my relationship with my in-laws. That was how I went into marriage, with the notion that I'm coming here. Whatever I see here is the way they're doing things. This is who I am. This is who they are, and I tolerate it, and I take it, and I not even. It's not even about tolerating. I accept it because I do my do, they do their do, and we flow seamlessly. And I have to look at it. For example, I come from a family where we're very loud and very expressive. For if somebody sees we've not seen each other for 3 days, by that we are seeing each other and screaming and shouting, you think that we've not seen each other for 1 year. So my house is like that. When somebody will be shouting, we jeez, we scream, we. Then in my husband's family, they are more conservative and more. How do I put it? More, they are not expressive. So it probably will see somebody for 1 year, and then you just see the person like, oh hi, and then you not come and be thinking, oh, they don't like. No, that's who they are. That's how they even amongst themselves. That's how they express themselves. They are not like, yeah, long time, you did know, yeah, I'm not saying. That's my family. In short, in our place there, when I come home, like during holidays, I come back. Now it's always like, oh my goodness, it's always something else. I don't want this video to be too long. It's actually going too long now. So I'll just hurry up a bit. Maybe I'll take these values. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll talk about them one after the other. And so on any day that we come, people, our neighbors don't sleep because we are screaming and shouting. We talk till daybreak. But my husband's family are more like, oh, hello, hi, you know. And then you go there, you think they don't. No, it's not that they don't like you. That's who they are. And so for me, it's about that tolerance and acceptance. And then, of course, commitment. You want to be committed to the marriage or relationship. You want to make your partner happy. If you have that kind of relationship, oh my God, it's amazing. You're both doing things to make the other happy. So whatever it is my husband wants, he knows he's going to get it, because I just want to see that smile. I want him to smile when I do, and then he too knows it. So whatever I want, he knows it, because he too wants to put that smile on my face, and he was like, anything you like. So it goes on that notion. My video is getting too long, so I'm just trying to hurry it and finish it. But I promise you this, like I said earlier, I'm going to look at those values, and actually I think each and every one of them is something that we really can talk about. And then the final thing I'm going to talk about in a relationship is attitude to money. Many people don't think it matters. It matters a lot, and it breaks a lot of relationship. Your attitude to money matters. Somebody can, if you're a spender, and then the other one, you're somebody who wants to save, who wants to invest, and then there's one who wants to spend everything. If you have instant gratification mentality and you're with somebody with delayed gratification mentality, it's going to be a whole lot. So these are some of the things that you really would want to be working on. And I will say to you, love alone is never enough. In short, you can do without love and actually have a great relationship, but there are so many things out there combined together that will make you have that great relationship. And it's very important for people to know that you can be together with another human being and actually have a more wonderful time than just you being alone. It's about you knowing what you want and ensuring that you get it, and also giving that other person what they want, coming together to work towards that relationship, and just know that you both can have a great time. Day before yesterday, let me give you a sneak peek. I'm a budget. So day before yesterday, my husband was coming in. I'm not a morning person. My husband is more of the morning person, and then he had already was getting ready, and I just woke up and I opened my eyes and I saw him just standing there doing his hand. He said to me, "Oh, you're looking so young these days. You're looking so beautiful. You're looking," and I just looked at him and said, "Because I'm so happy." Maybe if you're not seeing and I said to my husband, "Because I'm so happy." And he said, "Yeah, you're happy." I said, "Because I know I get that unconditional love from you." And he was like, "Yes, and you make me happy too." And I'm like, "Yeah, you love me." They're like, "Yeah, I love you." And I said to him, with all of those childish things, even though now we are much older, but it's such a beautiful thing. And I would always tell people, relationship can actually be great. Just get the right person for you. If you don't get it the first time, try again until you get it. Thank you so much for joining me. Please drop the comments. If you want me to talk about anything, just put it down. And I hope you actually stay to watch to the end. If not, it's good sharing it. It will always be here for you to come back to. Bye.